Did you know that Georgia Canine NTC trainers are AKC Canine Good Citizen practitioners and testers? Well, what you're about to see is a practice session for a therapy dog in training. We've already gone through a good obedience program, and right now what we're doing is we're starting to work with this dog in a public environment where there's people, places, things, distractions, all kinds of things going on. Plus, the dog has to be approached by a stranger and then worked with to a certain extent, and has to be able to handle this with absolutely no problem. You have to have a dog that's pretty seamless to work in a public place, especially if it's going to be a therapy dog. I hope you like this video. So now what we're going to do is work on some of the commands in a very, very distraction-heavy environment. We've got the surf, we got the birds, we've got dogs. The first thing that the handler did in this situation was had the dog come to her. We're going to an off-lead situation. The dog has to work under off-lead control. This is only through voice commands and hand signals. The handler just gave the hand signal and the voice command for heel. The dog is supposed to stay next to her side, and when she stops, he stops and sits. He's not allowed to move until she says to do something else. And in this situation, she told him to lay down. She should be able to do anything at any time without any question, and that dog should not break its command. In this situation, she gave the dog the command to come, and now to heel. We're a little bit slow because this environment can sometimes be a little bit tough to work with. We're working towards the shore and the ocean. A little bit distracting, maybe even a little bit scary. The dog's been given the command to sit, and now to come. We want to make this come command happy and fun. It's very exciting for the dog. Heel command. Sit command. And at ease command. This is the best command of all because now the dog's free.
So what do you want us to do?
Just go ahead and go in and walk them around and do an obedience routine inside through here, and then let's do some of the other stuff that we normally would do. Step, this therapy dog in training is going to be working in a public place with people present, and in this case it's a coffee shop. We're going to take the dog in, we're going to do the exact same type of obedience routine. We're going to do it with distractions of people doing things, drinking coffee, approaching us, talking to us, doing anything that normal human beings would do in any normal conditions. Now, what Murphy has to do is act exactly the same way as if he was in a distraction-free zone. In this case, he's been given the command down. Now he's been given the command to sit. He's not supposed to move until he's given a command to do something else. He can pay attention to things, but he just can't move. So now Paige gives the come command. We're going to go through a series of obedience routines, changing the position inside the shop, going around new people and new things, and greeting these people. It's extremely important that our dog keeps good manners and patience with everything that's happening at all times. The dog has to sit when Paige stops walking, and when Paige engages a friend, the dog has to be able to handle this with good manners, and also has to be pet if asked to be petted. So Murphy's doing an incredible job right now. We're going to go ahead and continue our walk around the shop and have Murphy meet a couple other people, see a few other things. And it's really important to keep in mind that whenever we're doing anything, Murphy has to maintain perfect manners. His obedience has to be precise. If he's going to be working in a public place, it's important that he understands exactly what his handler wants at the moment she wants it. And Paige is doing a great job in preparing Murphy for this work.
brush.
Now, one of the next things we need to have to work with is a stranger manipulating the dog with a brush. Okay, in this case, it's me. I'm coming in, introducing myself to the dog, and I'm exposing him first to the brush that I'm going to try to brush him with. He's never had this happen quite like this before from a guy like me, so he's a little apprehensive. So I have to try to make him as comfortable and as confident as I possibly can.
Tom.
The best things to try to do is not hover over the dog, so I get down even lower in a sitting position. And what I do is I slowly but comfortably get him exposed to this brush without actually tangling his hair, using the backside of it, getting him very, very comfortable with not only me, but this with piece of equipment that I have that I'm trying to brush him with. It's not easy for every little dog, so there has to be a little bit of a reward with it. There has to be a little bit of enticement. Overall, Murphy and Page are doing a fantastic job. They're well on their way to passing this test. If you have an interest in our obedience and how we do it, make sure you check out our website at gacanine.com. You can also call us at 843-822-1315.